And I've been working on this face frame for quite a little while here. And I got my hinges today, and they require 9/16 of an inch clearance. Let me show you if I can here. So if you imagine this is the face frame, then this mounts this way. It's got a little lip that registers on the front of the frame. So if that's my face frame and it sits like that, I need 9/16 from this edge to before it contacts this piece, the center divider. So I've had to cheat here and route out or carve out some recesses so that when this contacts the face frame, it now has that, I have room in there to mount this without any interference. So it doesn't matter what I've done here because the bracket is mounted to the hardwood, not the plywood. So I don't have a problem doing that. And once this is all put together, you're never going to know that's there unless you're watching this video. And even then, once you stick your head in there, it's going to be hard to see what's going on. So I got what I want now. I've marked my side stiles and my middle stile with center marks and marks for where the screw holes should go. So this is going to mount this way. Hang on. Like this. So now I can pre-drill my holes before I glue this up on my frame, and that'll be much easier and I'll be much more accurate. I've got plenty of adjustment up and down with this thing, but as long as I get them located on these center lines and drill the appropriate matching hole on my door, I'll be okay. Alright, I apologize, I have to do this handheld, but this is the left side of the dresser, and I need to make the two doors, cut them to width, and allow for my banding and the gaps. So what you see on the end here is that's an 1/8 inch spacer to allow for that edge banding. I've got one on the other end, and then in the middle I've got a 1/4 inch spacer along with a 3/16 spacer, which will be my gap all the way around 1/16 of an inch left, center, and right. So you can see though, I'm just a little short. So I'm gonna make a minor adjustment to my rip fence, move it over, you know, whatever, a 32nd of an inch maybe at the most. Yeah, that'd give me about a 1/16, and then I can always trim them back. But in this case, I don't want to trust a tape measure. So that's why I'm doing this real world thing here, making 2 story sticks the exact same length, and then getting my measurement off of these rather than a mark on a tape measure. So that's how I'm going to cut these 2 doors, and then I'll do the same thing on the other side. And I can't cut them all 4 the same width because the compartments are just slightly different. So I have to treat them as custom fits on both sides. Alright, this is one of those things that I've got to do. I've got to cut, I I've made the cut on my right door. This is the right middle. And the right middle has just a slight taper on the inside edge of the divider. So I've made that taper before I've made these final cuts. But and I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to cut this and then recut the taper. It's so slight. But this is the door that's on the right hand side, like I said, and it's the perfect width. This side of the door has to match that width from the long edge, which is out front here. And then when I put them in the case and the bottoms rest on the frame, these two edges will be parallel, and my reveal should be correct. So got it lightly clamped. This is the inside edge and this is the outside edge. So with this pad here, I'm not worried about marring it at all. And if I put a tiny little mark on the inside of that door, I don't think I am, because it's so lightly clamped. All I'm doing is keeping it from moving side to side. I'm going to be pushing this way. So this is how I'm going to make this cut. And with this piece underneath here, that'll help eliminate any chip out problem. But I've got to make sure I keep it tight to the fence through the cut so that I don't spoil both of them. Perfect. Both drops are the same. Now I can put them in that case and see if my reveal is parallel. So yeah, I just had this. I had this underneath as a spacer to give me room for the clamps. Alright, let's go give it a try here. First I want to put my mark back on this door. Middle right. Okay, the reveal was good, so now I can set up my dado stack and make those grooves for my T-molding that I'm going to make for each of these doors.